Hey everyone, before I start the video, I just want to give a quick shout out to my sponsor for today, Verve, and in case you weren't here last time I mentioned the program and haven't heard of it elsewhere, Verve is an app made by the team over at Crunchyroll where you can watch a huge variety of different content from creators like Rooster Teeth, Machinima, and the two I'm sure you'll be the most interested in, Crunchyroll and Funimation. Between the last two, you can watch a ton of anime, both subbed and dubbed, including the second seasons of both My Hero Academia and Attack on Titan. You can watch other stuff like Dragon Ball Super, Hunter x Hunter, Death Note, and of course Boruto, and you'll get an additional few channels for free if you sign up for the combo pack for just $10 a month. If you want to stream some anime legally and support the channel in the process, this is absolutely the best way to do it. You can get 7 days of the combo pack ad-free and free of charge by clicking the link in the description, so click that link and let me know any other anime I should be watching in the comments below. Yo, what's going on everybody? Swagkage here, and welcome to today's video where we're going to be talking about Boruto episode 20 titled The Boy with the Sharingan. And so, like last week's episode, this is just more of Naruto gaiden stuff. They didn't really add anything to the content that was already in the manga, so I don't really have a whole lot to say. Essentially, Sarada and Chocho head out into the, I don't really know what to call it. They head out outside of the village walls and start searching for Sasuke with Naruto. Well, as a matter of fact, at the beginning of the episode, you kind of get cock-teased because Sarada's like really nervous to actually go and approach Naruto. She doesn't want to be like, oh hey, will you take me to go meet my dad Sasuke? So she just kind of stalks him and follows him around for a little while. Eventually she ends up outside the village. There's this one scene actually showing her going into the hospital to go get her stuff, and she just looks at the unconscious Sakura and she doesn't say oh bye or hesitate or stay with her or anything like that. She just leaves, and I was like, what? Okay, alright, Sarada, a bit rude, but whatever, she's a kid, I guess I can forgive it. So she then meets Chocho outside of the village gates, and then Boruto shows up with a lunch in hand for Naruto, who leaves just after Sarada shows up. Naruto was all like, tell Boruto I'm sorry. Shikamaru was like, well, alright. He says this to Boruto, and he was like, ah, okay, this is why he wanted me to tell you he was sorry, because Boruto comes with a packed lunch in hand, and, well, also, by the way, so Naruto's only leaving the village because Sasuke sent him this, like, letter being carried by a hawk about his confrontation with Shin at the very beginning of the episode. And, by the way, at the beginning, Sasuke bitches this kid. It's really bad. Shin does display some pretty decent combat skill, but Sasuke absolutely shuts him down because he's Sasuke Uchiha, and then he just vanishes, and that's that. So Sasuke tells Naruto about it. Naruto's like, alright, I should probably go investigate this. I'm gonna go meet up with Sasuke. I'm gonna leave a shadow clone here. And then that's how we get to the point where he leaves the village gate and Sarada and Chocho are right there. Sarada asks Boruto if she can take the lunch, and Boruto's all like edgy. He's passive aggressive. He's like, you know, I would love to let you deliver this lunch to Naruto, but I don't really think he deserves it. I'm gonna go take it back to mom and give her a piece of my mind because she really needs to learn to stop doing this for him when he keeps leaving and not being with us, that sort of thing. Sarada insists because I guess she just really doesn't want to admit that she's looking for her dad. Shikamaru eventually is just like, yeah, come on, let her take it, and then Boruto's like, okay, fine, sure. And then they head out, and on the way to meet Naruto, they get attacked by Shin, and they start getting eradicated, and then Naruto shows up and uses KCM, which is pretty cool, though it would have been way cooler if Boruto had been there to see it happen, because, you know, like, I really want to get to a scene where Boruto sees his dad fighting at full power and just, like, shits himself, but I don't think that happens till the events of the movie, so, you know, unfortunately, I'm not gonna get that for a while. But anyway, Naruto makes pretty quick work of Shin, and, it's revealed that Shin not only has a Sharingan, but also a Mangekyo Sharingan, or actually a pair of Mangekyo Sharingan, and, that his Mangekyo ability is to control weapons. Easily the lamest Mangekyo Sharingan ability ever. Itachi hospitalized Kakashi with one use of Tsukuyomi, for example. Kakashi ripped off Deidara's arm with Kamui when he wasn't even that good at using it. Obito was unstoppable because of his ability to use Kamui. Koro Matsukami is the strongest genjutsu in the known Naruto world, you know, all that sort of stuff. Meanwhile, this guy can just telekinetically control weapons? What? But whatever, Sarada and Chocho are both incredibly impressed by Naruto's abilities, and then, you know, he starts talking with them all calmly, and he does something that I think is pretty funny. He's like, you know, Sasuke and I were very similar. He and I were both the top ninjutsu scorers. All the kunoichi in the academy were always after the both of us. You know, he's just, I don't really think I need to explain that there. I thought it was funny. Sarada decides that she actually really likes being around Naruto. So that sets up the dynamic that those two have with one another, where Sarada likes Naruto way more than Sasuke, and then Boruto likes Sasuke way more than Naruto. You know, she just feels at ease ease when she's around the Hokage. She looks up to him. She thinks he's really cool, you know, that type deal. A couple times throughout the episode, we get to see images of this cloaked figure. I haven't read Gaiden in a little while, so I don't remember who he is, if he's even there. I'm pretty sure this is the guy with like the 80 Sharingan on his face. But regardless, he's sending this little like hand foot thing with a Sharingan on it all around, like everywhere. I guess this thing has Kamui or something like Kamui because it's a transportation ninjutsu, clearly, because it's capable of opening portals and teleporting Shin to and from this either it's another location or it's another pocket dimension. But you know, I don't know what it is, but Shin obviously has something else up his sleeve. Anyway, oh yeah, I also totally forgot to mention the excitement that's brought about by the fact that Sarada's about to meet her dad. It awakens her Sharingan in this episode. Totally forgot to mention that, but yeah. She still wears glasses though. I mean, whatever, man. Anyway, moving on to the end of the episode. So Naruto takes Sarada to Sasuke's location. She walks in, she meets Sasuke, and then she's just like, Dad, and he immediately cuts her off, like, I'm impressed you found me. And then he says something like, now who are you and what is it you want? Or, you know, what exactly are you after? And raises a sword to Sarada and like stabs the wall behind her. And it got me right in the feels. I thought that was a really effective ending, and I actually forgot that that was how the Gaiden chapter ended because I haven't read it in ages. But yeah, overall pretty solid episode. I don't really think the summary was necessary. I mean, if you've read the chapter, then you already know. If you've read the chapter and your memory of it hasn't faded like mine has anyway, you'll know it. Then you know exactly what's going to happen in this episode. The quality of the writing has significantly improved over the pre-Gaiden stuff, and I really think that that's just because of the fact that Kishimoto handled the overall story for this one, and they have a much better framework to work with than a lot of the self-contained episodic stuff that they were doing. It's certainly better than all the dumb stuff that was going on with Sumire near the beginning of the series, but overall, I'd give this episode a pretty solid, like 3.5. You know, nothing wrong with it. The animation was fine. There were no dips in the art quality or anything of that sort. The dialogue was pretty good. The sound was used pretty well, and I think the episode ended on a perfect note. It was made especially great because of the way the ending kicked in. I think the ending music is phenomenal, by the way, and it was used really well here. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you haven't read the manga, then, you know, I guess this arc is going to be fine for you because the arc is pretty decent in its own right. And until my next video, I'll talk to you later. Swagkage out. Bye.